All right, so I'm here with the cows. I just moved them into their fresh pasture. They grazed this all pretty hard. Looks like they left some ironweed behind. I have some rows that they kind of left behind a little bit. So I might need to come and hit this with the brush hog. But most of it, they got pretty down low to the growth point, so it should recover. We got like 3.5 inches of rain last night, which is ridiculous. It's like all came within like 30 minutes. And with a little bit of hail too, but the cows all seem pretty happy, all having at it. The cows over there is eating the leaves. So I think they're doing a pretty good job getting this non-selective graze. This is my first growing season with this method that is far superior to what I was doing, which is just letting them graze the tips. They naturally like to graze the tips, it looks like, because I mean it's sweeter and more there's a lot more sugar and just it's more palatable, but by having them do a complete graze, it helps them with their, not get the poopy bottoms in the springtime. Like these, like you look at that, like that is clean right there. So I think that it helps them a lot with their digestion to gain weight. Check that out. Hackberry. Those hackberry leaves are something else. And yeah, so I was giving them a 1/2 acre a day, and it seemed like a little bit too much. So I've tightened it down to doing about, I don't know, maybe it's closer to 1/3 of an acre a day. See what happens. Curious how they're gonna hit this Lespedeza here. Shreeza Lespedeza. Apparently the tannins inside the Lespedeza, they spike as a result to grazing, but if you can knock it down within the first 24 hours, which these cows will easily do that, then it doesn't have time to develop the tannins, so it becomes a lot more palatable. So right now I'm moving them twice a day, and I seem to do pretty well with that. Of course, they have access to where they were just grazing before, and to the minerals, and then the water's back up down the alley. So they'll probably move into the shade once they're done, or I guess there is a little bit of shade right there they might hit up. But when they're in this field over here where there's no trees, they'll just hang out in the shade at the hotter parts of the day, come back out to graze again. But moving them twice a day really makes a big difference for like, because they might graze for like 8 hours a day, but with giving them all the food at once, they really only have to graze like maybe 4 hours to get all of their daily needs met, and then any other grazing is just kind of for fun. But if it's a hot day, or they're, for whatever reason, they want to rest more, they can easily do that, unlike other cows that are walking all over Kingdom Come to try to find the grass that they can eat for the day. There's not a whole lot of searching here. It's pretty much all in one spot.